Well, yes and no. The ultimate aim is the same, and that is to ensure a PME, a positive, memorable experience for every prospect, every customer that we engage with, regardless of the medium or the method of the communication. And creating great first impressions is much easier when we're face to face. When we have between 4 and 34 seconds face to face, it's a little bit easier than when we only have between 4 and 14 seconds on the telephone to create that great first impression. So we have to work much harder when we are communicating via the telephone in order to ensure that PME, that positive, memorable experience. Really just to make up for the loss of our visual element of our communication, which, as many of us know, has a massive impact on people's perception of their experience of us and our service. Many of us will be familiar with Mehrabian's model, the circle of communication, which talks about the 3 fundamental ways in which we human beings communicate. We communicate on a visual level, on a verbal level, and on a vocal level. And in Mehrabian's study, he focused on first-time meetings and the impact of each element of our communication, visually, verbally, and vocally. When we're face to face, of course, we have all 3 elements to influence other people's perception of us. On the telephone, however, we lose 55% of the impact, as we naturally have no visual communication when we are engaged with customers or prospects via the phone. So that just leaves the verbal element, the words that we use, with just 7% worth of impact on the telephone, and the vocal element, the way in which we deliver those words, how we sound, with 38%. So we need to choose our words more carefully. We need to speak more positively, because remember, words paint pictures. And vocally, we have to remember that our tone of voice is often referred to as the mood of our voice. And the mood of our voice is only a direct reflection of our mood within. So check out the internal mood and choose an attitude that's appropriate before you start engaging with customers on the telephone.